Mahomes will ever be able to catch Brady as the GOAT if he loses to him in the Super Bowl?
Oh, what a great question, Jenna Wolfe. So, you don't want to say evers or nevers in sports, especially when guys such as Tom Brady are rewriting the rules on how long people can play. But from a narrative perspective and from a logistical perspective, I do believe it becomes damn near impossible for Mahomes to ever scale the Brady mountain if he loses a week from Sunday.
Really?
If he loses a week from Sunday, it'll be assuredly the final time they ever play. They won't play in the regular season again for 4 years, and the only way they could play in the postseason is if these same two teams make the Super Bowl. Brady will have won the career series 3-2. Brady, more importantly, would have won the playoff career series 2-0, and he would have 7 rings instead of 6, and Mahomes would, of course, still be sitting at 1. Because of all that, and because the narrative would be, man, they played twice in the playoffs. Brady got the better of him both times. Even though the first time they met in the playoffs, Mahomes was brilliant. 3 touchdowns, no picks, a 117 rating. And Brady was not. 1 touchdown, 2 picks, should have been 3 on the D Ford offsides, and a 77 rating. That won't matter. So, the D Ford offsides, Wilds can laugh all he wants. That's one of his many fraudulent Super Bowl rings, thanks to that. A quarter centimeter offsides. If it was JPP lining up, he'd have been safe. But it doesn't matter. So, I do think Mahomes has to win this game, Brandon, because then it's 6-2. Then he has the career head-to-head record. They're split in the playoffs, but Mahomes would have beaten him in a Super Bowl versus an AFC title game. So if we're looking out 15, 20 years, I think if Mahomes wants to be considered the greatest quarterback ever, he's got to win Sunday.
Nick, I'm going to push back on you, and I'm going to give you hope. I think the door is shut on Mahomes trying to reach Brady's GOAT status if it's a classic shootout. If it's a shootout or a game like we saw with Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, I think it's like, all right, Brady's the GOAT. But Brady has been involved in several Super Bowls where that weren't shootouts. The first Super Bowl, he threw for 145 yards, and Vinatieri won it. And then Vinatieri won the next one. And then Pete Carroll doesn't give the ball to Marshawn Lynch, and Malcolm Butler picks it off. And then we had the lowest Super Bowl ever, scoring Super Bowl ever. It's 13-3. And as you know, everybody knows Super Bowl MVP Julian Edelman had a big game, 10 catches, 140 yards. So unless it's a shootout, Hall of Famer, did I not say Hall of Famer? I'm sorry, Hall of Famer Julian Edelman.
No, you didn't.
Also the Super Bowl MVP. Sometimes all the accolades
You don't have to say it.
get confused. Sorry. But if it is a weird Super Bowl or anything other than a pure shootout, I feel like Mahomes could lose the game and the Chiefs could lose the game and be like, all right, Mahomes played great. The door is not closed on the GOAT conversation.
Yeah, I would think that if they were up against the Packers. But it's not that just that Mahomes wouldn't get the win. It's that Brady gets to 7. And I think would be, there is a universe that exists that in 2018, the Patriots don't get the coin toss and the Chiefs win that Super Bowl. And then if they win this one, Mahomes has never lost in the playoffs, has 3 rings, and Brady only has 5. And in that universe, I think you could argue Mahomes is already the greatest quarterback ever. But that's not what happened in 2018. And this year, if it gets to 7-1, it is just such, I think that mountain becomes unscalable.
Yeah.
But if Mahomes does win it, the GOAT conversation is a 5, 10, 15-year horizon. Here is a 10-day horizon. Patrick Mahomes could be 10 days away from the greatest start to any career for any team sport athlete ever. Wayne Gretzky won 8 straight MVPs, but didn't win a championship for 5 years. Kareem won an MVP and 1 championship, but didn't win another championship for the better part of a decade. Jim Brown won 2 MVPs in his first 2 seasons, but didn't win a championship for 8 years. If Mahomes in his first 4 years in the league is 7-1 in the postseason, has 2 championships, has a league MVP, has 1 or 2 Super Bowl MVPs. It is the greatest start to a career for any team sport athlete ever. He does have that on the line this Sunday, Jenna.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.